You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Tuesday, the 2nd of December. Putin pushes for energy and defense deals with India visit. Sri Lanka reels after cyclone Ditwa. India sends major relief aid. And POJK residents voice anger over environmental and social crisis. And now for all the details. Russia's President Vladimir Putin begins a two-day visit to India on Thursday, aiming to revive energy and defense cooperation strained by US tariff pressure over New Delhi's purchase of Russian oil. Earlier this month, India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar also called on President Putin as he attended the SCO summit in Moscow. Russia's first Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manturov on Monday told ANI that Moscow aims to achieve $100 billion in bilateral trade by 2030, and President Putin's visit reaffirms a long-standing and deep-rooted partnership. A senior diplomat in the context of US tariffs said that New Delhi's foreign policy is guided by national interest, strategic independence and multi-alignment, not external pressure.
As you well know, strategic autonomy and multi-alignment are cornerstones of our contemporary foreign policy tradition, and we take pride in our independence of judgment and action. And we engage with all powers on the basis of our own national interests, not outside pressures or outside bloc politics. So we favor a multipolar, a polycentric world, and it is in that context that we need to see, one, this visit, and two, how our ties are growing with USA and with Russia and with other Western nations. As regards Trump being in power and his tariffs, a transactional Washington, in fact, increases the value of our having diversified partnerships.
And while speaking at a conference on 50 years of the Biological Weapons Convention, India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar has warned against misuse of biological weapons by non-state actors. He said that it is no longer a distant possibility and international cooperation is needed to combat such a challenge. The minister also said India has consistently called for stronger compliance measures within the BWC, including verification designed for today's world. He urged the participants to reflect on the new challenges posed by the rapid developments in science and technology.
Misuse by non-state actors is no longer, colleagues, a distant possibility. Bioterrorism is a serious concern, and the international community has to be adequately prepared. Yet, the BWC still lacks basic institutional structure, as we were just reminded. It has no compliance system, it has no permanent technical body, and no mechanism to track new scientific developments. These gaps must be bridged in order to strengthen confidence. India has consistently called for stronger compliance measures within BWC, including verification designed for today's world. India supports international cooperation and assistance, enabling exchange of materials and equipment for peaceful use. We have further called for systematic review of scientific and technological developments so that governance does indeed keep pace with innovation.
And as Sri Lanka reels from the devastation left behind Cyclone Ditwa, rescuers are racing to clear roads and deliver aid to those affected, with the death toll rising to over 350 and hundreds still missing. India has rushed 53 tons of relief material under Operation Sagar Bandhu. A report.
As Sri Lanka tries to recover from the severe devastation from Cyclone Ditwa, rescuers scramble to clear roads and deliver aid to more than 500,000 people. Cyclone Ditwa, packing strong winds and heavy rains, brought the island nation's worst floods in a decade when it struck last Friday, setting off landslides in the hilly central region. The death toll has climbed to over 350, with 366 missing, official figures showed.
අපේ රටේ දිස්ත්‍රික්ක 25ම වාගේ මේ ස්වාභාවික ආපදාවට ලක් වුණා. ඒ නිසා අපිට නැවත ශ්‍රී ලංකාව ගොඩනැගීමට අවශ්‍යයි මේ තත්ත්වයෙන් මිදලා අපේ රට අපේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ ජනජීවිතය නැවත නගා සිටුවීමට අපිට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. ඒ නගා සිටුවීම ප්‍රමුඛ කරගෙන තමයි අපි ගරු ජනාධිපතිතුමා මෙම අත්‍යවශ්‍ය කොමසාරිස් සේවා ජෙනරාල් කාර්යාලය පිහිටෙව්වේ.
Meanwhile, India has sent 53 tons of relief material to Sri Lanka as part of its emergency response to the cyclone under Operation Sagar Bandhu. Rescue operations have been taking place simultaneously. The cyclone also brought heavy rain to India's southern Tamil Nadu, where at least 3 people have died in rain-related incidents. India's meteorological department has issued a red alert as Cyclone Ditwa, now a deep depression about 50 kilometers off Chennai, continues to lash the state, though it is expected to weaken further within 12 hours.
Moving on, pollution, deforestation, and rising health issues are creating a worsening environmental and social crisis in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. At the same time, young people are struggling with unemployment and rising costs. We have a report.
In Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, pollution levels are rising at an alarming rate. Weeks without rain have left the air thick with dust, smoke, and toxic particles, while rapid deforestation and widespread forest fires are adding fuel to the crisis. Local residents claim that because of soaring gas prices, many people are cutting down trees and burning forest areas.
लोग जो है वो जंगलात को काट रहे हैं बड़ी तेज़ी के साथ, जंगलात में आग लगाई जा रही है बहुत ज़्यादा, क्योंकि इस टाइम पे खुश्की हर चीज़ पे तो वो आग जो है ना वो बहुत ज़्यादा लोग लगा रहे हैं। उस आग की वजह से जो आलूदगी है वो बहुत बढ़ रही है और फिर बीमारियां भी उस तेज़ी के साथ बढ़ रही हैं। इस वक्त चूँकि गैस या बाकी जो चीज़ें हैं वो इतनी महंगी हैं, महंगाई ने आवाम को बिल्कुल ज़ेरे आब किया हुआ है और इस वजह से जो लोग हैं वो लकड़ी को प्रेफरेंस दे रहे हैं, वो लकड़ी काट रहे हैं, वो लकड़ियों का से जंगल काट रहे हैं और फिर या जंगल में आग भी लगा रहे हैं और इस वजह से फ़िज़ाई आलूदगी बहुत बढ़ रही है और उसी के साथ-साथ फिर वो उसी तनासब से बीमारियाँ भी वो उनके भी बढ़ने की भी तादाद ज़्यादा हो रही है, किसी को एलर्जी हो रही है, किसी को दमे की बीमारी हो रही है।
Commenting further on the social crisis in PJK, the resident lamented that despite spending lakhs of rupees on education, many graduates find themselves without jobs or working far outside their field. For those without education or skills, survival is even harder. With prices soaring and opportunities shrinking, many families are facing poverty.
नौजवान इस वक्त पे या तो जो पढ़े लिखे नौजवान हैं उनके लिए भी मसाइल हैं और जो नहीं पढ़े लिखे उनके लिए भी मसाइल हैं। नौजवानों की सूरत हाल ये है, जो लोग पढ़ लिख के यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर उनने अपने लाखों करोड़ों रुपए उनने लगा दिए, उसके बाद जब वो फील्ड में जाते हैं तो उनको जॉब्स अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं मिल रही उस तरह से, अगर मिलेंगी भी तो उनके फील्ड से रिलेटेड कोई जॉब नहीं मिलेगी। ऐसी सूरत हाल में फिर वो बेचारे डिप्रेशन का शिकार हो रहे हैं और फिर उनको ना जॉब मिल रही है, ना उनकी सेहत रह रही है। अब यहाँ पे जो दूसरे लोग हैं, जो नौजवान जिनने पढ़ा ही नहीं है या जिनने पढ़ाई छोड़ दी, उनके लिए तो फिर महँगाई ही बहुत ज़्यादा है। उनके लिए वो तो उनका सर्वाइव करना ही मुश्किल है क्योंकि उनके पास जॉब भी नहीं है, स्किल भी नहीं है, तो फिर ऐसी सूरत हाल में वो बेचारे महँगाई से बस लड़ के तो अपनी जानें दे रहे हैं।
And the Bangladesh Nationalist Party has thanked India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his message of concern and wishes for the speedy recovery of BNP chairperson and former Bangladesh PM Khalida Zia. PM Modi, in a post on X, expressed concern over the health of Khalida Zia, extending India's support and wishing her a quick recovery. The 80-year-old former Prime Minister has been admitted in hospital since November 23rd with a severe lung and chest infection affecting her heart. She remains in a very critical condition under the supervision of local and foreign specialists, reports suggest. Muhammad Yunus, the chief advisor of Bangladesh's interim government, has also expressed concern over her health conditions. And the Indian Army on Monday successfully test-fired a BrahMos supersonic cruise missile over the Bay of Bengal. The long-range precision strike was carried out by a BrahMos unit of Southern Command with support from the Andaman and Nicobar Command. The missile hit its target accurately, showing that its guidance and control systems are working well. The Army said the test met all its goals and proved that its BrahMos units are ready for real-time missions. The test also highlights the reliability of India's indigenous missile systems and supports the country's push for self-reliance under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. This successful launch by Southern Command is a powerful testament to India's growing self-reliance in defense and the Army's unflinching readiness to meet future operational challenges, the Army said in its statement. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.